Hi there, my name is Suze and I work with women to help them find balance between their internal masculine and feminine energies so that they can have lives that feel really emotionally fulfilling, full of love and connection. Today I want to talk about the most important thing. And the most important thing, I mean this in the arena of total and complete emotional fulfillment. Total emotional fulfillment, like 10 of cups type energy. Because we all know, if you believe in manifestation, you understand that as within, so without. So if you are feeling within yourself total emotional fulfillment, that is when total emotional fulfillment will manifest in your outward reality in the form of what we call abundance, right? Whatever abundance may be to you, whatever your heart's desires are. So, the most important thing in this fulfillment type, total fulfillment type arena that I'm talking about today, there's something that I think is not acknowledged enough in the manifestation process, and I really want to bring it to the forefront, and that's why I'm calling it the most important thing. Because in the moment, to me, it's coming across as the most important thing in the manifestation process of the divine feminine. And I want to clarify there. Masculine energy manifestation is very different than feminine energy manifestation, okay? And so I want to clarify that. And for a lot of us, we get stuck in our world still does identify with the mindset of masculine manifestation. And that is, I do, and then this happens, right? It's this making it happen and putting all this efforting into this thing, hard work, right? I work hard or I struggle to get something. And part of that is a wounded masculine energy, but I'm just being general right now. That is a masculine type manifestation process. And that is not the process I am talking about. I am talking about the feminine, emotional journey, energetic alignment journey to manifest as if by magic in her external reality what she has created internally with her own emotional stability and fulfillment in and of herself, okay? So the most important thing in this moment that's occurring for me, as I'm seeing for feminines that I'm working with and in listening to other feminines speak about their journey and their manifestations and their hopes and dreams and desires for their lives, there's a missing piece that I'm hearing that I really want to bring out right now at this time for the divine feminines on this kind of a journey. And that is, I briefly touched on it or hinted on it on a video I did, I want to say it was a couple months ago now, talking about the feminine does not wait. Feminine energy does not wait, okay? Because in the word waiting, there's this sense of, well, I'm just sitting here waiting for something to change outside of me, right? And so I don't like the word wait because it really does give the power away, and it does feel really disempowering if you're like waiting for something to happen. That feels yuck, right? So it's on that same train of thought here. If your desire is to have total emotional fulfillment and feel epically amazing in your life, and you recognize that if I find my own emotional stability and my own emotional fulfillment, it's going to manifest in my outward world with radical, mind-blowing abundance of every kind outside of me. If you recognize that, you know that your manifestation process requires a lot of faith and a lot of space in between, right? Like there's a lot of this behind the scenes inner work that you're doing, right? This inner work that you're doing, this shifting that you're doing and working on internally that isn't obvious to the external world, or may not be obvious to anyone outside of you except for those who know intimately what you're going through internally, right? But generally speaking, people don't see what's happening when you're on that kind of a feminine journey. So there's all this stuff that's going on internally, and there's this huge space between where you are and where you want to be, and holding the vision, holding the faith and trust of co-creation energy with source, spirit, universe, God, love, holding that co-creation faith that it's coming, right? It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, and holding the space for as long as it takes. So what are we doing in the in-between? That to me is what I'm thinking is the most important thing. What am I doing as I am patiently, calmly, confidently working on my inner self, quietly behind closed doors when no one even knows fully what's going on inside of me and what I'm shifting and what I'm growing, what I'm changing, how I am perceiving myself and my world, and how I am choosing to show up differently in my reality to create a new and different reality. What am I doing in the in-between? Because there's a lot of surrender energy here of letting things play out. Well, that reminds me, I'm gonna write that down for a second, hold that thought. I'm gonna do a video about that, letting it play out. There's a huge element of that, and that's why I'm doing so many videos around anxiety. There's so many videos around anxiety. In fact, I've created a playlist, and I'm slowly putting in all my videos talking about anxiety or anxious attachment. It's all the same. I'm putting them all in the playlist because I'm really seeing how this is foundational to anything in life. Any manifestation requires a deep awareness of where my anxious patterns are and how I'm sabotaging myself and my manifestation in this anxious energy, right? So in the space of letting things play out instead of quickly jumping in because I'm feeling anxiety, or quickly jumping in and taking back control because I'm freaking out because my anxiety is making me freak out internally. Once you're releasing all of that and you're letting things play out, there's this space between of a void where it seems like nothing's happening. So the most important thing, back to our subject for today, for me in this moment, with what I'm seeing happening collectively with divine feminines, with feminine energies on this journey, what are you feeling in the space of the waiting, if you will? I don't like that word, but I'll use it because then you know what I'm referring to, right? Human speak. What are you doing in the space between, in the waiting, in the believing and holding faith that your manifestation is coming and it's just around the corner? You got to fill that space with good. Keep filling the space with good. What would be good right now? What would be good right now? Because we tend to lose faith in the manifestation process, and then we go back into old patterns, old habits that take us out at the knees and that don't support the higher self, the higher timeline. What would be something good that in this void, in this space of waiting, again, using that term very loosely, in that space there, what am I plugging in? Am I, again, just vegging out and watching Netflix for hours and hours while I'm sitting around waiting for my manifestation? Or am I actively plugging in, nourishing, nurturing things back into myself that support good things with myself, that support more fulfillment? Again, back to that other video about the feminine never waits. The feminine energy doesn't wait. It's about taking whatever you have, no matter how insignificant it may be. It's taking anything you have and really juicing every last little drop of juice out of it. What can I do with what I have right now that would feel really, truly fulfilling, and not in an instant gratification kind of temporary fix, kind of a high for a moment and then, no. What's going to feel really supporting and good to me right now while I'm holding the faith and the vision that my manifestation, my heart's desire, is just around the corner, and I have to just hold the space for it to come in. This is the most important thing. Fill the space with good. The spaces in between where maybe in the past you would tend to freak out and doubt yourself and think that it's not coming or think that it's not meant to be. I said that in another video. That was like a big victim-y, wounded mindset story that I had for a long time. If it's not showing up, oh, it's just not meant to be, and I give up, right? No, 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 no. Fill the space with good, with nurturing, with nourishment. This is positive, really positive, motherly reinforcement here. What would support me in feeling really fulfilled and good in this moment? Knowing that the more I do this, of creating this really good, fulfilled feelings right here, right now, the big thing out there that I'm holding the space and the trust and the faith for, that's gonna move into this space down there, right? Concrete example, just to give you a human 3D example, I'll take my own life, right? So in the space of building a business maybe, and because some of you out there may also be in healing work as well. You're building a business and you have an idea in your head of how many clients you would like to have in your schedule that would get you to a certain amount, dollar amount or something, right? So you know how many people you need to plug in to make your certain dollar amount. But obviously, you know, when you start a business and you open up shop, you don't instantly have, you know, whatever that number is, right? So what are you doing in the spaces while you're waiting for the other clients to come in? What are the activities you're plugging into those spaces that eventually will be filled with clients? I hope that gives you more of a concrete example of what I'm saying here. You know, are you in those spaces where you're holding space for a client to come in? Are you engaging in things that support the life you want, that support the feelings and the clients and how it would feel to have all these clients coming to you? What are you putting in the space there? Empowering or disempowering things? Positive or negative things, thoughts, emotions, behaviors, habits? What are you plugging into those spaces? I just saw 12:22 on the timer. If this video helped you, please do subscribe to support my channel and help me get my message out to more people and help others as well on their journey. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye for now.